an engineer, a computer programmer, and a filmmaker, the three pillars of the universe. They have formed a consultant firm, and each episode they are contracted to solve the world's greatest problems. This is Important Business.
Oh, I'm trying to figure. I hate saying "ladies and gentlemen"
somewhere, right?
I'm sure it is.
That's one I try and avoid. But
widely
all the
accepted.
other things I would use are from other podcasts.
Hello, folks.
You want to introduce it?
Oh, gross.
That was a great intro. Good.
Hey. Hey, folks, and now we're back here with episode 8 of Fancy Wolf's podcast. It's Important Business. And I'm your co-host, Ryan Koldakovo. And with me here today is the real host. It's Cameron Kennedy.
How are y'all doing today?
And then joining us also is Taylor Robinson.
Yeehaw!
That's great.
You want me to take over?
Yeah, you take over because I don't know what
cool.
to do.
So this is our podcast, Important Business. We are Fancy Wolf. We post every Thursday morning. You can find us on YouTube at fancywolf.com, or you can find us on podcast services including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Play. And today I'm just going to jump right into it because it's a packed episode.
Wow.
We are joined by our guest, Shawnna McGowan.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Which means it's time for our first topic. Who are you? How'd you get in here?
Who are you? How'd you get in here?
God, I'm so nervous.
You ready for this?
I'm so nervous.
Okay, so first off, what's your name?
Shawnna McGowan.
Okay. Where are you from, Shawnna McGowan?
I was originally born in Toronto, and I lived in Burlington, and then I moved to Halifax when I was 11.
Wow.
So I'm all over a little
Wow.
Been
bit.
here since?
I have, indeed.
Okay. What
Liar,
do
you
do?
moved to Halifax.
What do I do? I work in the finance industry. I make reports that go out to clients
Okay.
about what they do in the stocks.
Wow. Big business.
Wow.
Sounds like big business.
So
Sounds
you
like
work
big
on
Sounds like
finance to
important
me.
business.
I
Sounds
think
like
she
important
she just said she works on Wall Street. That's finance.
I mean,
Yeah, she's
Big
the wolf.
finance.
I
She's the
The
dabble.
wolf they're talking about.
Oh, Wolf that's on Wall Strat.
Wolf Ed. I
don't
did
know
not realize that's how animals work. On the table right now, we have a lion and a bearette and a polar bearette.
I think that's how it goes.
How did you meet us?
Oh, back in high school. We have some mutual friends. So I have my group of girlfriends, quote unquote.
Holy.
Okay, get out.
Yeah, so sorry. I have my group of friends, and they happen to know you guys from way back when, and I got pulled in.
And by pulled in,
Roped in.
Roped in,
very
coerced.
specifically, how did you get pulled in?
Honestly, I don't
What's
know.
the extent that you're roped in right now?
I mean, I date one person at this table,
Who is it?
And we won't say.
and we'll leave it at that.
Who is it?
It's Ryan, the co-host.
Oh.
Right on the
yeah,
end there.
okay. I was gonna say we introduced Taylor, right? We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. What have you been listening to, reading, playing, and watching?
God, you'll have to repeat all those. Hold
Sure.
on.
What have
First
you
one.
been listening to?
Listening. Winona Oak. Is that how you pronounce her name? Yes, Winona Oak. She has a new EP out that came out on like Friday, I think.
What kind of music?
I don't know. What would you call her? I don't know. She's a bit pop, indie kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't
it's
know.
pop.
Yeah, pop.
Indie pop.
Yeah, you could almost call it that. I
Who's
think.
she similar to? Have anyone?
That's a good question. Maybe. Do you know like Sasha Sloan?
No.
Okay.
You know, like Kesha, kind of like that.
Oh, Kesha.
Lord have mercy.
Some of
No.
those TikTok songs.
Okay,
She only
I'll
does TikTok covers.
I'll have to play her some music. Or like Louis Capaldi. He's also pretty good.
Okay.
He's-
I know Peter Capaldi.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know Peter.
I think he's the guy. He played one of the doctors on Doctor Who. He's very old.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He's very, very old.
Oh.
What have you been reading?
The Toll by Neil Schusterman. It is the third one to the Scythe series, The Arc of a Scythe.
Oh, is that the one with? Actually, I think I've seen one of those book covers.
You definitely have, yeah.
Yeah, all of you guys read the same books. You and your friends.
That's not true. That's
No?
not true.
I literally, when I was over at your guys' place not long ago, I looked on the shelf and realized I had bought one of those books. Because when Hannah moved, she gave away all her books, right?
Oh, I know. I got 20 of those.
Yeah, I think it was The Nightingale. You want me to keep talking to this
Oh,
one?
yeah, by, God, what is that? Hannah, can't remember her name. Kristen. Oh, what is her name? It doesn't matter,
whatever.
but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so what have you been playing, if anything at all?
playing like games.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Ooh.
Very rarely, I think. But
Yeah, what kind of
Very-
games you been playing, huh?
Very seldom do I
With
play
Ryan's
games.
heart.
I think last time I know with the last time I played anything with you guys, it was that stick fighting game.
Oh yeah, that one.
playing-
That was like
yeah,
a month ago.
that was
Unravel.
Oh yeah, you guys.
yeah, that one's good actually. Yeah, we do.
Unravel 2?
Yeah,
Play on the Switch.
That's really fun.
sometimes.
They're just like little like yarn characters that you run around
Yeah,
and try to
yeah,
complete
yeah.
missions.
Yeah.
Yarny, right?
Yeah, Yarnia.
Yarnia?
Wait,
I think it's Yarny.
Yarny. Is it Yarny?
I think that's the character's name. Is
Oh,
Yarny.
oh,
I don't know.
didn't know
but
that.
I'm pretty sure his name's Yarny.
Didn't know that.
Did we finish it? I think we did.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we finished that. Like I don't
I
know.
don't think you have to finish a game to figure out the character's name.
They just never mentioned it. So I thought maybe
It's
they did.
revealed at
Yeah.
the end of the second game. His name's Yarny.
Yeah, exactly.
apparently.
Like, oh, we should be calling him
So
that.
why would I know the name?
What have you been watching?
Watching Fleabag.
Fleabag. Oh,
Yeah.
I watched the first little bit of episode 1. Apparently, she. Wait, how caught up are you on that show?
Right now, I'm on episode 4
Of
of the first season.
okay,
Yeah,
I won't
just
spoil
started.
anything because I don't know when this happens. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll explain it once. There's something good that came out.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, our friend Catherine told me to watch it. She said it's really, really good. So I started
Yeah,
it.
what I watched was really good. Favorite animal?
Ooh, this is a good one. Something. No, I like cats. I'm gonna go with something simple. Like cats are cute. They're precious. They're little independent creatures. I like cats.
You gonna adopt one
I hope one day. I hope one day.
No.
one day?
Yeah, one day.
When you two break up.
Maybe.
Favorite color?
Favorite color? Green.
Green. Okay. Favorite food?
Ooh, my go-to food. Ooh, probably shepherd's pie. I love potatoes,
Wow, not
meat,
what I
and
thought.
veg. Yeah, I love shepherd's pie.
Favorite color's green.
It is. It is. I know.
That blows your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
It changed recently. It used to be blue.
The only one that ever
So you went
blows
from like the best one to like
Blue's garbage.
blue's my favorite. By
really
far.
hard.
That's why I'm literally wearing 2 shades of. I wore 3 shades of blue on my way here.
No, green. Look at my socks. Green
our
all
Irish
day.
roots.
It is my Irish roots. I love green.
okay.
Rolling fields
wait,
of green.
What's your favorite? Orange.
Color? Probably orange.
Orange. That's the one that always blows my mind. Is orange.
Orange? Yeah, that's a gross
I mean,
color.
orange has grown on me, but
I don't wear it or like ever use it.
it's just
You just
I
like
just
it.
like
It is a
it.
pleasing looking color.
It is a pleasing
I mean,
color.
that's the thing is, as far as most foods go, orange foods are the best foods.
Oranges, orange peppers,
Pizza with like,
carrots,
cheese on it.
Sure. Oranges,
cheddar
clementines,
cheese. Yeah, you're right.
peaches.
I mean, I like peaches. I'm not really huge in oranges, clementines.
Not big. No, okay. Well, you can.
Fair enough.
We're not going to address you the rest of
Yeah.
the episode.
Okay.
Can you play an instrument?
I cannot, sadly. No, I used to play like a little bit in elementary school, but I don't have those skills anymore. I've tried playing trombone because my older brother played it.
Oh, was
It's
it
a
a school band?
lot of work. It was a lot of work. I didn't have the arm strength or the power in my lungs to do it. I've tried bass guitar to just try it.
Yeah.
And I think I tried flute because all of my friends were trying it.
3 other.
I
and they were all
did.
band instruments.
No, we were in like a band class
Wow.
and you were just allowed to sort of switch like which one you wanted to try. And I tried
Did
a
you have
bunch,
to keep
but
renting all of these?
no, it was just like a class. Like literally,
Okay.
we would just like sit down and play music, play instruments in elementary school. So I tried a few, never really picked any of them up.
Oh, that was a cat. It's one of those cats. You summoned it. If you had to
did.
kill someone in this room, who would it be?
Ooh, I don't want to kill any of you.
You have to kill someone though.
I have to
Yeah,
though.
what you have to choose?
Satan's here, and he wants
One life.
It's blood.
blood.
Hi, Sean. I'm here for blood.
And not yours.
I mean, I'm biased, so like I can't say Ryan because
I mean, you can say anything.
I
I
know
think you'd have to pay fully for rent.
exactly.
Split it.
I mean, like he's doing a little bit, helping around. I don't know.
You're thinking too much. Come on.
I know. Sorry. Quick fire. Taylor, you're out, man.
Oh shit.
All right.
No,
that
you
to
took as
the
much time as you need.
No. It's done. Satan has spoken.
I have a theory that we're gonna get fairly far in before someone marks me down.
Yeah.
If we were a
People
Venn
dislike you.
diagram, I'd be in the middle of you two.
It's because nobody actually likes you and they don't want to like hint towards it.
Oh, that's what that is.
I'm at 1 and Taylor's at 1.
We're more likable, so it's
Cameron's
easier
at
to
0.
insult us.
It's easier to kill you.
Oh, yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you guys are just on either end of a spectrum, and I'm just stuck in between them.
What's that spectrum?
Fucking the color spectrum.
Oh,
Came fully back around. You're both white. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna move on to our first actual topic. No. We have another one. We have Ask an Expert,
Yeah.
which we don't have a motion graphic
Give him the
for
mic.
yet because
the mic.
yeah, just a second.
It's
We're gonna have
hard.
to. It is difficult. The other one was Rounder,
Yeah.
which made it a little bit easier.
And you can move it easy.
Yeah.
Oh my
I guess
god.
I'll just buy another arm at some point, probably.
Who's paying for this fucking production?
Yeah, let's get a Ask an Expert in.
Great. Shawnna,
Yes.
I heard you do a lot of math
Where'd you hear that?
I mean, I dabble in it. I dabble.
off and on. Mathematica. I've heard this used a lot more than I should have. What does it mean, and why can't they just use the word mathematics?
Mathematica. Where have you heard this and who have you heard this from?
I don't know. It came up in my typing suggestion.
Interesting. I think Mathematica is like a software, isn't
That's
it?
what it
For
sounds like.
I think it's a software kind of like MATLAB. Have you ever heard of those? And
Yeah.
like all those. I think it's just like a software that you use in math and like statistics. Mathematica.
I've never heard that term in my life.
No, this is the closest.
I'm going to have to look that up to
Please
verify
do.
the expert.
No, I'm.
We'll have a new segment called Verify the Expert.
Please double check all
Have
my
a
work.
banner animation along the bottom that you do a fact check with.
Yeah, like true or false.
Yeah, like
this.
we found out later that
We should
no.
just hire a fact checker.
I'm trying to go fast because these aren't very good, and there's a lot of them.
Okay.
Do you remember that scene in Spider-Man 2 where Peter and the old lady are trying to get a loan from banker Jeff, but then Doc Ock breaks into the bank and picks up the old lady, but then drops her, and he says, "Butterfingers." Is that kind of like what you do at work?
Oh, no, not
Are you
at
banker
all.
Jeff?
I'm not banker Jeff. I have never. No. I don't do loans. No.
That was. I thought you were gonna ask her. What was it she was trying to get, and what was the deposit? She needed?
Yeah, that's
And
what
I think it was
hoping
a
gonna
toaster, and I
be.
think she needed a deposit of 300 or more.
Oh, yeah, she should have been an expert in that. Well, then that kind of ruins my next question, which is what is the wackiest get-rich-quick idea someone has come to you with? And what is the
Well,
easiest...
still, yeah, what is
Insider
the-
trading.
And what is the easiest get-rich-quick scheme that takes the least amount of time?
Yeah,
Just
that would be
asking
good to
for
know.
a
Yeah,
friend.
you can answer both of those.
Man, get rich quick scenes. Just I don't know, have a lot of money, just make a lot of money, and then invest all of that money.
Just have money.
Just have money.
That's a
Just-
good idea.
Just have it
I have
and
not
invest.
considered that one.
If
Like-
you already have the money, you don't need to get any
That's very...
Oh.
and it's
No.
fast. It's fast and
It's
easy
quick.
because you don't need to do anything.
because you already
like-
got it.
Because you already have the money.
But like a scheme, I don't know. Maybe just try to like beg people for money.
Sure. Okay.
Maybe not really quick, but like it could work, right?
Has anyone
Wow.
ever come to you with a get rich quick scheme?
Never.
Because
I'm-
you're a
oh,
loan
honestly.
officer.
Again, not a loan officer. Not what I do for a living. But
So what if Canada...
Bank teller, are you?
I'm not. No, I do not.
What if Canada had someone with the last name Number as our prime minister? Wouldn't that be wacky?
would.
Prime Minister Number. It's just a little math joke for you.
How is the? Oh,
Prime.
You wouldn't get it
number-
because you're not a math
is it a
expert.
prime number joke?
Yeah.
Okay, the minister threw me off.
I like it. I did like
Thanks.
the joke. I did like it.
Yeah, I get it. But
what's-
now I do.
What's 817 minus 652?
Don't do this. Don't do this. I was hoping you wouldn't ask me. Okay, listen. As a math major, we don't do like
You
simple.
get paid for your job?
I get paid, but like we have calculators and stuff now. I don't do mental math like this.
So you got a degree to learn how to use a calculator?
No, come on, man. No, that's not true either. I don't want to sell calculators to
So
anyone.
can't answer the question. That's great.
Damn it. Damn it.
Now we're moving on to space because I heard you also do space.
Dabble. I dabble.
Do space.
I do space.
Shawnna has a minor in astrophysics.
Do.
For anyone wondering,
I do.
she downplays it, but whatever.
Whatever, moving
Why
on.
is the sun considered a star, but all other stars are not considered suns?
Oh my gosh. They would be to the planets around them. They're not considered suns to us because they're, I don't know, they don't really matter to us. They're just a lot of touchy-feely stuff going on here.
I was looking down at the magnets on the table.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me.
No, I was looking down at the magnets and then mine touched my arm.
What was your answer?
Okay, all those beautiful stars out there that have planets around them.
Right.
You know, if there was life forms on those planets, and
Call it the sun.
they would most likely call it the sun. They would
Great.
say that's our sun out there.
Well, it's a good. Then,
Or they might have another word because it's not English.
Also, a good
Maybe they'll call it the
English is the
bun,
universal language.
or the mun,
that's what I thought.
or the ton.
the ton.
Ton.
Great. Next question.
Okay.
Is gravity just heavy air?
Yes.
Wow, you. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn
You don't have to ask. Let's move on to the next one.
Great.
Damn it.
We recently had an oceans expert on the show.
Yes.
Would you say space is like a bigger ocean with little to no water, as sort of anti-ocean? Thanks.
Interesting question. I like that one. Some people do compare space to the ocean just because it's so... I mean, the ocean here is very unexplored and space is very unexplored and it's very vast and big. But there is water in space. There's water vapor and all sorts of good things out there. And there's planets that have water and things like that.
Which one's bigger, space or the ocean?
Space is always
I think our ocean
That's a good
expert would have
question.
said the other way around.
It would be wrong.
I think it's still up in the air.
So a little birdie told me that you like to read books.
I do
That's your
indeed. I
second
love
strike.
books.
Someone might have to come up with another question for this.
What was
How
the
many
question?
pages are in a standard book? Something else. I couldn't think of anything really.
Oh, wow. I got lazy really fast.
What was this really? What was this?
A little birdie told me you like to read books.
Oh, so there's 3. She has 3 expertise.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
You really think highly
She
of me
can
here.
do math. She can read, and she knows about space.
Wow. What was the question?
How many
again, sorry?
pages are in a standard book?
Standard book. Interesting. I don't know. You could, I don't know, maybe like 300 pages. I'll say.
Yeah, that's
About
a lot of
300.
pages.
that sounds right.
But 350 maybe?
I've read Green Eggs and Ham many times. It had way less.
Way less.
Yeah,
They
but
made it a show now.
Have you ever looked at like a collection of encyclopedias?
Yes. They're massive.
That's like one big book that's like, I don't know,
Split into different parts.
thousands of pages.
You're right. You're
So
right.
for every green eggs and ham, there's probably another encyclopedia.
Yeah, but that'd be like calling a book series a single book. You can have multiple
I
parts
don't think
of
that.
something.
I don't think it is a book series.
Yeah, no, but like if it's multiple parts, they're separate books. They're not. It's not one
This is-
big book.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
But like it's a big story, I guess. Like it's not one book, but you could just make it like you could combine them together and just like make it one book. There's stories like that. Like you could just buy one book. It's
I think Lord of the
fine.
Rings was originally supposed to be one book.
Jesus.
Oh, Ryan, you're running off.
I'll be
Taylor
right
can
back.
run off.
Oh, yeah.
He's closer.
You
Yeah.
go get hot water,
Yeah.
please.
So in the meantime,
Yeah.
we're going to do another one of Ryan's fucking grow capsule segment. Wait, did you open more?
No, I just took this one.
No, but why are there 5 missing?
We've done 5.
We've done 3.
Taylor.
Hey, did you take a grow capsule?
Did you take? You took 2 grow capsules?
He took one. He took one.
You took
We've done 3 of them.
I think Sammy did. So I'm gonna blame her.
Well,
Oh
fuck.
my gosh.
You do realize that makes it one more. We have one less chance to get it right, which means we might have to eat one soon.
but I'll just get it right and then.
Oh, nobody can hear what he's saying. He
Yeah.
used a grow capsule. One of our...
He stole one.
The company paid for those, you
He's
know?
a thief.
I'm also annoyed by the fact that we had a pattern going on. Can I see the back of that thing to guess which
sure,
animal
for
it's going to be?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, everyone gets...
Because it was originally ostrich, then lion, then wildebeest.
Yeah, it was going in order.
I'm going to have to say rhino. I was going to say cheetah.
Right.
Do you want
That's
to
a
check,
good
Shawnna?
guess.
Oh yeah.
I'll say I'm saying rhino.
I gotta go anteater.
Anteater.
Yeah, I know. It did for me, too.
Yeah, my place is like that too. I wonder if it's like apartments that are like that. I actually, this is a good time now that we're talking just because apartments up. I had something that I was going to bring up earlier today was for the first time ever, I had a, what are they called? Jehovah's Witness come to my house.
Really? Like knock on your door?
Yeah. I was blown away. And it wasn't just my door because like we have the front door and then there's the one on the inside.
Right.
They came to the one on the inside. I heard someone knocking. I was like, oh, my roommate just got locked out.
No.
I went and opened up and they start like trying to ask me shit. And it was very clear they were trying to come in. It was this
Yeah.
like short, middle-aged woman.
Right?
Like maybe 50 though.
Okay.
Right. And I thought like, oh, maybe this is someone's mom or something like that. I wasn't sure.
Whoa.
And she was kind of pushy, and I was just like, shit, how do I get out of here? And I just said, sorry, I don't have time right now, but if you have a pamphlet or something, I'll take that. That got her out of there. But like, I was so confused because she was just
Yeah.
coming right into the house.
No.
Yeah.
I guess hippo.
You guessed hippo? I said rhino. Shawnna said anteater.
Yes.
I'm going with lion.
You're going with the lion. Well, someone tampered with them, so who's to say? Taylor
We'll be discussing this with HR.
Yeah. Taylor probably looked at the odds. He's like, hey, if I can eliminate one, then I won't guess for that one because there's a less likely chance it's going to come up.
He just grew it so he could see what it is, and he's
Playing a
guessing
long
for that.
game in this.
I didn't even see what it was. I don't remember.
He's playing the odds.
That doesn't even. Fuck off.
We're not in Vegas here, Taylor.
You don't know that there's a set number of each.
As we
in there.
gamble
forgot
on
it was
this.
probably
wait till the end
completely-
of the episode to
Yeah.
find out.
You know, it's
Figure
something
that out
completely
later.
random.
Whoever,
Let's go to the next
if any of us gets it right, they get to throw something right into the Hall of Fame. All right. So yeah, our first topic is yours, Ryan. The robot baby question you had.
Well, this is for Shawnna mostly.
Yeah, these are one of the ones you've been saving for when she's on the show.
Yeah, because she likes talking about these ethical things, these robot things. She loves talking about AI and how AI will not take over, but in fact better humanity.
Because Shawnna is not human.
Here we
Right.
go.
Shawnna
Oh, you
is
got it.
very disturbing and kind of soulless.
I take this as the highest compliment.
Yeah, see?
Thank
I've
you,
seen
Cameron.
her laugh without moving. Her entire body
No.
was completely still as a loud chuckle
And we once saw her with
erupted out of her.
She had a latex glove on, was it?
Yeah.
And she was obsessed with it, calling it her second skin.
It
Yeah.
just felt right.
It felt right.
yeah.
Felt right.
It felt right to be synthetic finally.
Honestly, you're not wrong, though. You're not
All
wrong.
right, so what was the question?
Great. I really just want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. I don't know much. Look, I'm not
So-
very prepared.
What is the actual
Clearly.
what is the actual question? What is the
You take a robot baby. These scientists take a robot baby.
does it look like a robot?
No, it looks like a real
Real
baby.
person. Okay.
And it kind of acts like a real baby, but it's like uncanny valley, where you can tell kind of maybe something's off,
Right.
but not. It's not like the worst. It's like it still kind of seems like a child.
Right.
And they give it to you or someone for. I originally said like 2 years, but I think I'll say 18 years now.
Wow.
Although then it would have to grow, so I don't know if you could have a robot that maybe they swap it out or something.
That's what I was wondering is does this thing age?
I'd say no.
Okay.
And then they just swap it out.
'Cause-
But
Like your kid goes
then
to
I
like,
guess that's kind of weird.
This is-
Maybe they'll
Yeah.
switch it out when you're not around. You don't know they're switching it out.
whoa, very scary.
But you take care of it. You take care of it for 2 to 18 years, however long this thing will go on
That's
for.
a long time.
It's
That's
a long
big
time.
difference.
But you'll get like a buttload of money, whatever the amount of money you want for it is.
Sure.
You'll get.
Okay.
But then after that time is up, they'll take it away from you, and you never get to. They'll like destroy it. They're gonna burn it because it's
Okay.
because it was used for science.
I would only
And they're like studying how you like nurture it and take it up, so you do get attached to it.
see. Are you asking if we would do it?
If you do it, if it's
No.
ethical, if it's like,
It's very unethical.
I think so.
Because if you're raising a thing, if you're supposed to be raising it like it's an actual person, then you're going to grow attached to it, or you don't give a shit about it, and that makes you a bad parent.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of a conundrum where
Yeah,
it's just
it
like
reminds-
you're a good caretaker and you have to give it back, and that's devastating. Or you're a bad caretaker and you shouldn't have had it.
The one thing that did bug me was, did you guys ever play the game Detroit Become Human?
Oh, I love the premise. Oh, Tyler talked
Are you
about
guys
this,
going?
and I want
Are you
to.
guys? You're going to play it?
You can tell me whatever because I love
Okay,
the
so
premise.
spoilers for people out there.
Okay.
And there will be time code for when we're done this subject because this will be coming up. There's this kid that you're like protecting.
Right.
You're playing as Kara, one of the main characters, and she is the assistant at this like abusive father's
You gotta
home.
keep looking at the mic.
Right.
And there's this little girl. Yeah, I'm trying to like this a little bit. She's there's this little girl that's at this abusive father's home, and
Right.
like he's getting angry and stuff, and he hits you, and you end up like you either can run away with her or like kill him or something and still run away. Like
Yeah.
you end up you're taking care of this little girl. You find out near the end of the game this little girl is also a robot like you. Like and was bought by the father because when he got divorced or something, his daughter was taken away, and so that's why he has it. And someone says to you, "Does it matter that this is like that she's an AI?" And for me, it was like, "Fucking yes, it does," because when she's been complaining the whole time about all this shit, and we have to take extra special care of her compared to everyone else. She's programmed to do that. She's programmed to get tired, and she's programmed to get too cold, and she's programmed to get scared. And it's like, okay. Is it going to be a thing then that like that was the issue I ended up running into is I was asking all of these questions of like, does she grow? Because if they don't, then what's the point
Yeah.
of like, if someone can't grow, they can't learn. So what's the point of teaching her all these lessons if she can't adapt from them? That's not raising someone. That's not
Interesting.
teaching them, bringing them into this world. That's just taking care of a robot baby, right? Like
Yeah.
it's home ec. It's not actually raising a child. So it does make a difference, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So that's kind of where it comes down on is like, is this thing simulating an actual child growing up, or is this thing a home ec baby, just very realistic?
What if they're going to use this data to then to help an AI raise a human baby?
Oh my
That's
love. Great
so
thought.
is this to is this because they're like the orphanages are getting too filled up?
They need more parents. There's too many orphans.
Then I'd say it is morally right to do it.
I think so.
It's for the better good, right?
I think I would do it. I think I would raise this
criticisms
baby
of how that works.
and give.
I'm saying like if it's successful. If you are doing something and it's just going to emotionally devastate only you, but it's going to help a bunch of children across the world.
I mean, if you're fine with doing that, yes. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm saying is it morally right for you to do? Not morally right for the company, morally right for you to say yes to doing it.
If you're fully aware of that in advance.
Yeah.
But that's still, that morality doesn't come into if it's just affecting yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Then I'm like, but your question is if you're okay with it, but.
No, I'm saying if you know in advance.
No, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
not like
though.
agreeing to take care of
But
something.
the
That's
whole,
what I'm saying.
the whole question as being you're aware of it.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh, okay.
morally
No.
right
Yeah.
to say yes to doing
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like, is it morally right to trick a parent and say
Yeah.
after 18 years,
That's how I was
your
like,
kid was
well,
fake?
fuck no.
No, that's not right.
No, you know what you're
That's
signing
clearly
up for.
wrong.
I thought you were trying to say, but it would be better in the end, so it's fine. I was like, well, no. Like,
I think Ryan's question more comes down to, is it morally okay to, for financial reasons, fuck yourself up like that?
Sure, yeah.
you can do whatever you want to yourself.
You can. But I think in order for someone to be okay with that, you do have to be a little bit fucked up. You either have to be doing it in a sacrificial manner so that it is helping something in the long run, or it's just a very disturbing, fucked up thing of like, either you didn't care or you did, and either way, I don't know why you did it.
Shawnna, please give me your thoughts.
I would do it. I would do it.
Wow.
I would raise this robot baby. However, whether it grows and you swap my baby out in the night to be slightly larger,
But you're okay if after
elongated.
18 years they take it away.
I agreed to it. I signed up to it, and you have my data, and I
Are you-
agreed to all these things.
Bothered by it.
No.
Jesus. So you should not. I don't
Do you
think that-
feel emotions?
I do feel emotions, and I get it. I get where that, like, I'd feel an attachment all these years, but at the same time, it's like, I agreed to this.
See, the thing that's
But
wild.
you could disagree with. You could not.
But
agree.
You can agree to it, but not be okay.
But
with
I want
it.
to be that morally right person who's doing this for the greater good of having this information and this data out there. And these AI future parents are like, wow, look at this. She did right. She got this child off to school. She fed them. She clothed them. She did it all right. And at the end, she gave it back the way she
You
was
could just
supposed
have
to.
like a normal kid, right?
See,
I know, but like, again, in this context, that's not what this is about.
she's doing it for the money.
Now I know.
See, the thing that's
No.
wild to me here is in this situation, Shawnna is the perfect and worst candidate.
Oh my God.
Because she's so okay with it, means that they're teaching the robots to be the most like robots they could possibly be.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, because she's a robot.
It's like
I'm not a robot.
Yeah,
robots can't
it's
teach other robots how to be human.
yeah. Shawnna is very aware. It's a binary flick on and off for caring about this. Teaching
I
the
agreed to it. Go
Yeah.
forward with it.
the robot doesn't care that much to an extent. That's disturbing.
I love these thought experiments.
What was our next one? Our next one was sleep paralysis, which is one that you brought, which is
Yeah.
another fucked up subject.
Yeah, I love this. For anyone, I guess, who doesn't really understand sleep paralysis, it's you think you're awake, but you're not really. You can't really control your body too well. Your mind is awake, but your body can't really listen to you. So you're essentially just like trapped in your own body.
So what's an experience of it like?
I mean, the one that I think of, because I was a kid and so it sort of messed me up, was I had a dresser that was about 2 feet away from my wall. So there's a little bit of a gap. And I remember waking up, quote unquote, in the middle of the night and turning over and essentially just seeing like a roller coaster cart pull up with these 2 little girls sitting in it. And every once in a while, they would just kind of like turn towards me. But they didn't have any eyes or ears or mouth. They just had a nose. They could just smell. And they would turn towards me.
That's cool.
And then they'd look away and they'd go through my dresser like the roller coaster was continuing on. And then about a minute later, they'd come back and they would just keep turning and looking at me. And I realized I'm like, oh, I can't yell to my mom. I can't move. Like I literally just couldn't get myself out of it. I was just like, oh no. And so I did the technique that you're supposed to do, which is like you just try to move one little thing, like your pinky toe or like your hand or something. You just like try to break out of it. And I eventually did. And I woke up my mom because I was freaking out. Yeah.
Every time they left and then came back a minute later, where they say "smell you later."
No, and God, that would have made it so much better. So yeah, that's probably one of them. I've had one where I was like sleeping in my dream, or I was just kind of like semi-awake in a dream. That sounds probably very messed up. And I was lying down on the floor with like a bunch of other people, and someone was going around with pliers. This probably sounds really messed up now that I say it out loud. And they're taking out people's teeth, like that were lying down, and I knew this person was coming over to me. So like I just felt the pliers go in, and then I like I don't know, it just sounds very messed up. But
my God.
Yeah, and then I like woke up and I was just like holding my jaw. I was just so messed up. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna rip out my teeth.
Sleep paralysis is so scary to me. I'm so glad I don't have it.
Taylor, you've had it.
I think I had like a small
I've
experience
done it
once
quite a
with
few
it, too.
times.
Yeah, so what's it like for you?
For me, it varies quite a bit. My sleep paralysis is I can't move. My eyes are open. I can see whatever room I'm in, but I'll have auditory and or visual hallucinations on top of, as if it's another layer on top of whatever I'm seeing.
I've never heard anything, and I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. So also, sometimes the hallucinations can like touch me. So I'll feel like they'll pull on my blankets or they'll strangle me, which is a fun one.
No.
That's only happened once. Nope, I'm certain. So I can't move, and I try to do the same thing that you say, where you try to wiggle something.
Just something small.
The worst one that I had for that was, I had it twice in one night. Oh. The first one was, it started off as a dream, and all of a sudden I just had this feeling of something's happening in my dream that isn't me. I'm not controlling it anymore. I knew it was a dream, and I knew whatever it is that's coming for me right now, because basically the room I was in, all the light shut off out of nowhere. I was like, I didn't do that, and I know I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I want to get out of this dream now. And I was trying to wake myself up. And as I was trying to wake myself up, what essentially looked like a Dementor came into the room.
Oh my God.
And it flew at me and was reaching for my neck to strangle me. And then I wake myself up and I open my eyes, and I'm now looking at my room, but the Dementor didn't disappear. And he reached for my neck and he wasn't actually touching my neck. He was like a foot away from it, but my throat started to close. No, it can't actually cut off your windpipe. This is like a common symptom of feeling like you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Usually people get pressure in their chest, but I got it as like being strangled.
Oh my God.
And for like 5 seconds, I was just staring at it like, this isn't very fun, until eventually I was able to like move my arm, and then it disappeared.
Can't wait till that comes to Universal Studios.
Yeah, it was really fun. But then, it was like 2 a.m. So I was like, all right, well, I can't fall back asleep after that, because your heart rate's like spiked to the roof, because it scares the shit out of you. So I was like, all right, let me just Google some sleep paralysis stuff, like how to get out of it quicker, because I took too long to get out of it, in my opinion. So I looked up basically they said a bunch of different techniques, and one of them was, because your brain isn't fully awake, the part of your body that controls your motor functions is still shut off, which is why you can't move. A good idea is to do one of two extremes. Either try to move as hard as you can, or close your eyes and try to fall back asleep, because you're still dreaming. You can fall asleep really quickly.
Interesting.
So I got it twice that night. And the second time, I basically just had like a shadow figure standing over the side of me. I was rolled on my side, and it was standing like on top of my bed, like as if it was 10 feet tall, like leaning over me. And I can only see in my peripheral. It's just this big, shadowy, like human shape. And so I was like, well, I don't like this, and I can't even look at it because it's to the side. So I kept trying to move for like 5-10 seconds, and I couldn't move. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna close my eyes and fall back asleep. And when as I closed my eyes and tried to fall back asleep, it got way worse. It made it exponentially worse because it started yelling at me.
Oh my God.
And I was like, whoever came up with the technique of try to go back to sleep is a fucking idiot, because the hallucination got 100 times stronger when I closed my eyes, because I was actually close to waking up before I closed my eyes. Now I'm way further into this half awake, half asleep nightmare. So I just opened my eyes again and then tried really hard, and I ended up punching it.
Good.
Like I swung my arm, because I was trying to swing my arm, and then when I finally did, I completely swung over, hit where there was now nothing. I didn't see it anymore because it's obviously gone. And
wow.
Yeah, I was not a big fan of that.
That's a
last
nightmare.
reminded me of different, but where I did wake up, swing my arm. What were you laughing about, by the way?
I was picturing it was his dad just standing over beside your bed yelling at you.
Yeah, where like I'll fall asleep with like Very easily, parts of my body will just fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Like I've
Yeah,
had
yeah.
just where I'm leaning against something, part of my back will fall
you're
asleep.
probably
Right.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very bad. But I've had it. I can't remember exactly what's going on, but my arm was completely asleep.
Right.
And I think it was over top of me, or I can breathe or something. I didn't know what was going on, but it woke me up, and I swung, and I had a
God.
giant space heater next to my bed,
Oh,
and
no.
swung my hand into it, and it knocked it over. It slammed into the wall. It was so loud, but luckily I couldn't feel anything because it was still asleep.
Oh no.
Which reminds me of that story of my dad where he was fighting a gopher in his dream. He punched the headboard. It woke him up.
yeah.
Those are perfect.
That's one of my favorites.
Thank God I didn't like hit my mom or something like that.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
But yeah, for sleep paralysis, have you guys ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street?
No.
Do you think that would fuck with you guys if like
100%.
you get that idea in your head of there's actual danger in your dream?
If I think I'm going to get sleep paralysis, I will get it.
Really?
Like if I go to sleep and I'm like, I'm going to get it. Like I know in advance
Yeah.
usually. Pretty like now that I've had it like at least pretty close to a dozen
If it's on
times.
your mind,
If it's on my mind and like I'm in the mood, which is usually I'm extremely tired and I just finished watching something that was probably scary or something like that, and I'm like, it's gonna happen. I just
So,
go to bed and it does. And
this
I'm
feels like
yeah.
a fucked up question to
God.
ask. But do you think after this conversation it will happen?
Will I induce it from this?
Ooh.
Probably not.
Okay.
Scary.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like, I wasn't sure to ask that because
No,
like, does that put
I-
the idea in your
I would
head?
Yeah,
like
again.
I have to be in a mood where like anxiety is already heightened for some reason.
Right.
So like it can heighten from being really exhausted,
Yeah.
or it can heighten from just being really nervous for something. So like the time I got it two times in one night was right in the middle of like my heaviest schoolwork year or semester that I had my entire degree, and it was right near the end of it when like the pressure was on. I got it right then twice because it's induced by that.
Yeah.
Which made it so much worse because then I didn't sleep that night. But yeah,
That's awful.
the one I actually had really recently was if I lay on my back, it happens way more frequently.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I laid on my back
Correlation.
to go to sleep, and I was like, because my shoulder hurt, and I went.
I wonder if that's because you have more view of stuff or something like that.
according to the
yeah.
internet, they said there's like nerves in the back of your skull, and when you have pressure on them, sometimes it can induce it. I don't know if that's completely made up because it was like on a forum I read this. But anyway, I was laying on my back because my shoulders hurt, and I didn't want to lay on either side. And I woke up like 30 minutes later to a cat dangling by its tail from the ceiling, screeching at me. And then I woke up. I woke up out of it, and I looked down, and my cat is completely dead asleep,
so this is
not
recent.
screeching. Yeah, this was like a week and a half ago.
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, so like it was a very loud meows, and I was like, now I could have been accidentally laying on her, right? Like if I rolled over.
Yeah.
Could have been
But
actually
then-
what was happening.
So like I when I finally woke up out of it, I looked down and she's completely asleep. Like she was like dead to the world. So
Have you ever had it while laying on your front?
do you mean like face down?
Yeah.
I don't sleep face down.
Okay.
No.
How do you do that?
I roll over all
you mean
the
like
time.
crank your neck to the side and lay like face down?
Some people do.
I lay
yeah,
with
that-
like I usually have my arms under the pillow. I'm just laying down. I don't like that.
No, I can't do that. It hurts my neck.
Yeah, that's the most comfortable way for me.
I would need a very flat.
No, when I'm laying on my sides is when I usually see shadow people. They just look like silhouettes of people, but they're not on the wall. So they're standing there. Yeah, that's usually what I see if I'm on my side.
Does anyone remember any like pleasant dreams? Like not sleep paralysis, but like good
Oh,
ones?
just good dreams?
Just like
You guys?
I
also
was
good
going to say,
ones.
sleep paralysis
I've had
is
some great dreams
not
in the
great.
past.
Living
just-
nightmare.
Yeah.
God, I would have dreams every so often. I remember the city. It looked like a very poorly made video game, but I always had powers in it. It was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
As a kid, that was one of the.
That's awesome.
I think in a past episode, I was talking about like reoccurring dreams. Maybe that was episode 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, of like.
Oh, yeah, these
where
are-
it's like I have a state of mind in this dream,
Mm-hmm.
a history in this dream. It's not my own history. It's like a past. It's an alternative version of me.
Yeah, you've
it's like
been here
different
before.
timeline Cameron.
Yeah.
And every so often when I sleep, I tap into that.
Can you lucid dream?
I can't. Well,
I mean, you're going back
it's
to
a
the
weird
same
thing
place.
of like I don't control it though when it happens, like, but I have had it of like I do wake myself up sometimes when I'm aware I'm having a dream. That
Right.
has happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, have you guys had that of like you're aware you're in a dream, so
It's time to
you
wake
yourself
up. Yeah, I can do that.
Anytime I induce a lucid dream, I accidentally wake myself up. I've got about 10 seconds of control, and I know I'm going to wake up after that. And it's the worst because I'm
It's
like,
always he's thinking of sexy thoughts. He's trying to.
no. I was like, oh, I'm going to try flying now, or oh, I'm going to go
That'd be awesome.
shit on Ryan's Top deck. I don't fucking know. Like,
You can get VR for both those things.
yeah.
You saying flying right now just reminded me, like, fuck, Iron Man VR comes out like next month.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait. That's gonna be my
The
first
fly.
time experiencing flying.
No, that'd be awesome.
Have you guys ever wanted to go to one of those like anti-gravity machine things of like?
Love to. Yeah, I think there's one
Yeah.
like Toronto, maybe.
Yeah, oh,
would
yeah, I think there is.
Yeah, I would love to.
They're
It's like
defying gravity?
It's like a,
It's
like a
they
giant
just shoot
tube.
air up at you.
Yeah, you're in a giant
Oh, like a
tube.
wind
Float.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh,
vertical.
yeah.
You don't touch the ground. I so badly want to do one of those. It's like skydiving where you don't touch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
God, I want to do one of
You
those.
don't touch the ground when you skydive either.
Well, eventually you have to.
Yeah. Well, eventually you have to there too.
Not if they
No, if
just
they never
ran
let
it
you out.
forever. You when you're skydiving, you're more likely to you have to, if you did both without a parachute, skydiving you will die when you hit the ground.
You can live skydiving.
For this other one, you could die by them just not turning off the machine ever. You could die. You could live your whole life up there. You could put a newborn. A mother could give birth while in this thing.
Oh my God.
A baby could go out there and live its whole life floating up there.
I don't know.
I'll send food up.
Oh my God, this would be the wild.
I wonder. That's kind of what I'm wondering. How long do you think that would last? How long do you think you
That's a
keep
good
a
thought
baby
experiment.
That's a good thought experiment.
Not that long because it's a wind tunnel, so it goes in shits or has diarrhea. It is everywhere. It
goes
pees.
up.
It's flying all over
going
the
up.
place.
Yeah, it's lighter than them, so it'll go up.
Ew.
Be pushed up further by the air.
Ew.
Right. Okay. So you're saying they'd be.
I guess not
I mean, it wouldn't be
much.
pushed that much.
They can
more.
send cleaners and they
no.
can send
Then it might
like
come back down.
same way on the sides
Yeah.
of buildings. They have people going with like squeegees and stuff. They can do that on the glass inside of these machines. God, you can have a series of them. Man, did you guys ever have one of those games as a kid where like I know there was a Harry Potter one,
Right.
And it was like this obstacle course, and it was a fan. You control the power of the fan. It was on the bottom, and you had this little floating ball. And as you turned
Yeah.
Harry, it would move the fan, and the ball would move, and you would control like trying to get through hoops and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't
This
remember this at
sounds
all.
Oh, they had that at the
Discovery Center.
Discovery Center, they have
That's
ones
what
like
I'm
that as
thinking of,
well.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they do anymore.
well,
but
the
old
Discovery
ones
Center
did.
one, the ball did the ball go across?
No. Oh,
If you tried hard enough, maybe you could get it to.
so yeah.
But like, yeah, it's pretty much you would control the power of the fan to try and get through the obstacles, but by
Right.
turning it, like the fan, it's moving with the air across.
This
so
sounds amazing. I
it's
never
very
knew this.
cool. But I'm wondering, you could do that with the baby in a series of these
Oh my God.
hoops
Oh my God, no.
and bring it around. I wonder how
So
long you could raise this kid.
No.
it would be very underdeveloped
Yeah.
Yes.
because it's.
I'm not saying this baby's gonna be okay. I'm saying how long can something survive?
I'm saying you need gravity to allow your joints, muscles, and bones to grow properly. And
This
if this
thing's
thing's
gonna look
floating, it's not going to grow them properly at all.
Oh, it's gonna look like one of the
So it's
guys in
gonna be-
Wall-E. I know that, but
No, not necessarily just fat. I'm just saying its bones wouldn't be strong.
I mean, just
so it'd break
it
its
will-
own bones under
drink
its weight
milk every day.
eventually.
But it
Hey,
doesn't have much.
You need strain for them to get
How
stronger.
How much would you feel the weight if it's air pushing you up? Would you fully feel your own weight?
No, you wouldn't feel anything. You feel pretty weightless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, could it break its bones under its own weight? It's never
Yeah,
coming down.
when it comes down.
That's my point. Is it's never coming
Never
down.
coming down.
It's never coming down.
It'll
It's
live and
never
die.
coming
well, then
down.
its
I'm
bones
saying
would
how
never
long-
form properly.
Yeah, I'm saying
Perfect.
how long until this thing would die?
Doesn't need to.
This
It would just be in
Wrong.
excruciating pain because it probably wouldn't be able to move its limbs properly.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to.
Because its
It's in the
joints
air.
wouldn't develop. It's neither would nothing would work.
This is like the movie Room, but way more
Way
fun.
worse.
Where it's like
Oh,
all this
God.
baby knows, it doesn't know the ground.
I don't know if
doesn't
it
know
could
the
move-
ground.
Like, would its pain tolerance be so high? Because it's just like it's used to this. It's always been
You
floating.
mean
in
it's
the
because
air
it's been in excruciating pain the
its
whole
whole
time?
life.
Tough baby.
No, no.
Yeah. I wonder, could you fall asleep up there? You probably could.
Eventually.
Loud.
Yeah, it would be.
Eventually, you'd get used.
You would have to fall asleep on your back though, for sure, right? Otherwise, that air is probably going to be too.
Blown at your face and your mouth.
That's
maybe.
that's mostly what I've been wondering the whole time. Is like, how do you deal with the air?
Lay on your back the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that?
Yeah, there's no negative effects to this at all.
No,
I think it's flawless.
When did I say there's no negative
No, I know.
effects?
I know,
I'm
but you're
saying
acting like it's
my
flawless.
question has been the whole time of how long is it possible to keep something alive?
I don't think it would last a year.
A year is okay, further than
a
I
long
thought
time.
we might make.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Because it's
I was thinking
like
there's a chance, like-
newborns are swaddled up and not literally not moving anyway. Like
Suppose.
Yeah, but I'm talking. For me, literally, it always comes down to I think the air would be too much.
yeah, probably.
Like the wake behind the baby, like if it's lying on its back, the air coming around it, I feel like that would either fuck with it. Like,
Yeah,
how
but-
can you breathe it in if there's that much air pressure whipping by your face?
I mean,
For your lungs
people
to
who
pull
are-
the air back. Is that not creating like
Or
no.
baby.
That's not.
This poor,
It's
this
the same,
poor
that's
baby.
like why people who are doing skydiving are in this tunnel can breathe. They're fine.
Yeah, but they don't do it for
Years.
years.
Yeah, but this baby was born into the dark, molded
Sure.
by it.
I'm thinking that you're gonna get very little oxygen after a while.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that's more the issue here than the bones or anything like that. This baby's breaking its own bones under its own weight. I think it's way more this kid's not gonna get any oxygen up there. Anyway, let's move on to
Dark.
Get me out of here.
let's move on to that splurge topic Shawnna had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The bougiest thing you would buy if you had a lot of money. Like you won the lottery. I don't know, whatever you want. Like
Lot
$1
of
million,
money, so-
$2 million, like whatever gets
okay,
you.
so not like
Whatever gets you that thing you want.
not like see that's a big thing for if I'm getting $1 million, then it's like, ooh, I'm saving most of it. If I'm getting
Wow.
100 million,
Of course.
then I'm splurging.
Damn.
If
Okay.
it's like
whatever.
you have to splurge with it.
Okay, have to splurge. Like the number
sure.
that like makes you like 10 million,
Like, I'm
100
not
million.
gonna-
100 million is where like I would splurge,
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
where I'd buy something obnoxious. For $1 million, no, I'm like, ooh, I'm putting this aside, and this is a big safety net for a while.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like for me, I guess it would be like if I get $1 million, maybe a big TV or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're not about to go up and buy a mansion. With
On
it.
my
No,
lottery
yeah.
dream home.
Yeah, my lottery dream home, which is a trick.
Yeah, I wonder what What would you guys do for say it's 100? Say it's 100 million.
Okay.
I get a big old studio to satisfy all my creative needs.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Honestly, what I was thinking is probably either a studio or home theater.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be between like a home theater or just like a super wicked car if I had to choose like a single item.
Car. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No.
Like if I had to be a car, I'd be a McLaren because that's like my favorite. But
I buy a robot baby. And raise it. And then they
You
can't
get
take
this
it
at
away.
Toys R Us.
You can't take it away because it's mine. I bought it.
you're gonna buy one of those home ec babies. You can't take this back. I'm not doing it for a grade.
You don't
I'm
want
doing
it.
it for
It's
me.
like stay away science. Ryan's running away with it like it's ET in front of his bike.
Ryan did like that home ec class, and he was devastated when he had to give it back.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was so
attached to
attached to it. God.
Ryan stayed up every
had to
night
sedate
crying
me.
with it.
They did the same thing
Aw.
with they had an egg and the egg got moldy and stuff, and Ryan's mom was like, Ryan, get that out of your fucking room. It stinks in here.
This is my child. If I had a lot of money, I would buy a castle. I know I would.
Wow.
I know I
you would need more than $1 million.
Oh yeah, no, like whatever this like 100 million, that's like right on there.
Yeah.
I would buy a castle that has
Where would you buy this castle?
somewhere beautiful.
Transylvania.
Somewhere yeah, like Pennsylvania, like Switzerland or like I don't know, something like Ireland or Scotland.
So you want to live somewhere like that then?
I do. It would be beautiful.
Because I guess most of what you want to do, you want to read and stuff most of the time, right?
That's exactly where this is heading, Cameron. You already know. I want that personal
I'm very aware.
library.
You like simple things.
Oh, it would be so nice. Anyways, a
Simple thing,
castle.
she's getting a castle.
A
No, But I
castle.
mean, she wants whatever can give her take care of everything, so she can her day to day is the
So a
simplest thing.
quiet cottage in the countryside.
But like massive and a castle.
So that's not the simple things at all.
The simple
simple
things
I'm
in life.
saying
A
you
castle,
you want such a big backdrop that you don't have to worry about upkeep of a cabin. I'm saying like if you live in a fucking castle, you've got so many maids and stuff like that.
I do. Like at this point, I'm well off. I've got a castle and a 2-story personal library with all the books that I can get my hands on.
Library. That does sound
Yeah,
cool.
you remember like
Are
Beauty
you
and
gonna
the
do
Beast?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are you
Yeah,
gonna do
it's
the
when
bell thing of
Beast-
like
it's-
sliding down the wall?
It's when Beast brings Belle in. That's the library that I aspire
So
to
is
have.
Ryan Beast in this scenario?
He is a beast.
But like this is me. This is all my money that I bought this personal
This is
library.
real. This is
And then on top of this 2-story library is an observatory and a telescope that all of my money can buy.
Telescope.
Yes.
Wow, that brings in the space thing.
That's
again.
it. So it's like the
So
best
what,
of both worlds.
Did we?
You're an expert.
I'm not an expert,
Are we covering all of Shauna's expertise in this one?
apparently.
We've got the money.
money.
We've
Yeah.
got the
Math.
reading.
Yes.
Some
We've
math.
got the space.
Yeah, that's
I guess to
honestly
build
me.
the
The- no, the
castle.
money.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, money's a finance.
Yeah, Shawnna works.
Money, and I have
But math was also a separate one.
Oh, that was I thought you combined those into one.
I did not.
You-
They
She
were
had
finance
4
and-
Should've,
things
I
for
think.
expertise.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
should have just combined them, I think. But
That's so funny that
Yes.
Transylvania. She buys gas in Transylvania. Had a big hill.
See, I don't know if I would
Just
want to do a
Shawnna.
castle.
it would be so beautiful.
I heard a vampire lives in there.
I think I want a very. I don't know what For me, I don't. That's the thing is, I think if I had enough money, I would be so indecisive of what type of home I would want.
Really? Oh, I mean, I guess you get multiple. I suppose you
Yeah,
don't have
Just
to
get a
settle
big
on
enough
one.
pool that it's also a house.
An underwater house.
What?
Just let that sink in. You can interpret that however.
Yeah, I
you
was
want.
just picturing sung under the sea the whole time.
Yeah, like there's, I don't know, a castle just seems like out there.
What type of castle are you thinking? Like, what colors is this? Is this one of those like? Are you picturing like the
Those old ugly fucking
dark
castles.
gray
No.
dark gray castles with like the? I'm trying to think of the shape on each, like 4 corners, and each one
Towers.
has like those towers, but it's not like towers that come to a point. It's those towers that's like a flat.
yeah.
thing
Yeah,
with, like,
no,
up and down. No, not one
not
of those.
Like, you know, like
Do you
the,
want Hogwarts looking place or what?
that would be spectacular. That would be the dream.
So you're just gonna buy Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I had $100
All
million and that was enough for everything else, like buying a shit ton of books, like
You
I'm not
pretty
going to
much
read
want
these
to
in my
live in
lifetime.
Hogwarts.
Yep.
You want that library. You
Yes.
want that castle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And an observatory and a telescope on
These
top.
things are all.
Yes. So, like-
you're describing Hogwarts more that. Yeah.
Hogwarts. So if $100 million buys me Hogwarts, hit me up.
I don't think 100 million does buy you Hogwarts
Look at
because those movies were made for like 200 million and they had to fake it.
Oh my God.
So I don't think you're gonna get.
Let's
Hogwarts,
increase
but-
how much money I have then.
You might be able to rent it.
Yeah,
for
but
a
she's
little
not
while.
buying magic. She's buying a building.
No, but they didn't build the fuck. I'm saying the sets.
That had like the whole thing.
But they
would
had
be a
to-
lot.
It's all CGI and miniatures,
Yeah.
The dream.
and renting it for like a weekend so that they can film some actual castles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'd buy a big old pasture too. Put a bunch of animals on it.
Oh.
you'd buy a big old.
It's like a personal zoo, but it's not one of those like unethical zoos. It's like
Oh, so you're
it's like a pasture that I can.
farm.
But a giant, like a
Do you want a zoo or a farm?
big old piece of land
He
where I have
wants a farm.
animals.
He wants
I was gonna say, he's saying a
he's, not,
pasture.
he's realizing he meant to say farm.
No, but like exotic animals.
How is this gonna be ethical? This sounds very
No,
like,
but it's gonna be like one of those nice.
So you want to be one of those?
Like a wildlife.
like a wildlife sanctuary, but I can just go and like look at the animals.
You know the series
cute.
of unfortunate events
That's very
books.
cute.
In like
Yeah.
the second or third one, they visit the reptile place
Yes.
or something.
Yeah.
Watch that thing on
Is that kind of what you're picturing?
No, not at all.
Not at all. But like I'm saying that level of exotic lifestyle.
I'm thinking like giraffe,
Yeah,
hippos,
you
So you want to be Doctor Doolittle?
fucking rhinos.
You
I'd
want to
love
be the new
Dr.
Doctor Doolittle?
Sure, yeah.
All right, I
Talk
got
to
a
him,
new addition to my answer. There's islands
Can't
off
change.
of
Oh.
the south shore of Nova Scotia that are for sale.
Whoa.
I would like to buy one of those instead.
Beautiful.
Buy an island.
You could live anywhere. You live on an island off of Nova Scotia.
No. It would be for personal use. It wouldn't be to live there.
What are you using this for?
What do you live?
Anything.
Is living not personal?
Whatever you
to
want to do on. Like, hey, you want to like
Go camp.
Want to come to
go
my fucking
camp
island?
there? You
I
wanna,
don't.
Like,
I'd rather go to an actual campground.
what if you want to like blow something up for fun? I don't know.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
damn.
but-
You could do that on your own
Shit- yeah, like a
personal
shit
But I
ton of
feel like-
fireworks.
Yeah, should send off like 100 fireworks at once.
Oh my god.
Yeah, whenever you want.
I don't feel like I need my own personal island for that.
No, but you could though.
Cool.
I could, but I'm
think
saying
of the
But
possibilities.
this is like this
It's
is our
true.
number one
Like
splurge.
seclusion.
This is our first big splurge.
Yeah.
An island, a big island. Yeah,
Yeah.
Big island. That's
big
nuts to
island
me.
hunter.
I mean, I doubt the island.
Chris
that
Carroll.
big.
I would
Chris
want
Corolla.
plans
Shout
for
out
this
to Chris
island
Corolla.
first. I would.
The island can't be that big, otherwise it would just be another problem.
I wonder. I'm thinking now. Like, what is the most? Man, I'm decking my whole place out in hue lights. I know that for one.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Like,
Definitely.
God, I am trying to think of how much I would probably spend on hue lights. Like,
Real.
Depending on it, you already spent an unholy amount on you.
I've spent, I think, under 300.
That is a lot.
That's a
Really?
that's a
Would
lot.
not have guessed that.
No, that's not a lie. I
Really?
don't think. Yeah.
Well,
I
all right then. You just have
bought
so many.
a
I just
pack that
assume
came
it's-
with 4, and that was under 200. And then I own 2 more lights.
Oh shit! I just assume you have so many lights, but I guess
No,
you don't.
I moved them around. I placed them all.
Yeah,
And then I
so
bought.
now-
Well, then you have like
LEDs
the
for
other
free.
lights too.
Yeah, that's
yeah, all those,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of.
and those are like I've spent maybe 100 on those in total.
Oh sure. Okay, fair.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
I was
just
lumping
strategic
those.
with how I do it.
Yeah, they're really.
Yeah.
really
I spend a lot. I've spent a
Playing
lot of
40
time.
chess with this.
I spent a lot of time looking at different apps and stuff, how to use them differently.
Right.
Cameron's been to
Smart.
Transylvania. He knows what's up.
Oh my god.
The God, yeah, I know wherever I would want. See, for me as well, it's that similar thing of like wherever I lived, I would want it so that similar to my bedroom. Like there's a theme to my bedroom, but all the
Right.
plants in the room, I wanted to make sure none of the plants were ones that could not live in the same space in real life, right?
Oh, I like that.
Like that was specific for me of like I don't want to look like an idiot if this plant is very clearly from this part of the world and this one from another, and it doesn't make sense that they be together.
So you're making
But I
your
would
decision
also
based on other people's judgments?
Oh my
No, it's more so to me
Nature.
of like I don't want it to be. If I'm trying to make some, I don't want something to feel, not untruthful, like
Place?
yeah.
not even out of place is the right word. Like
Unesthetically pleasing.
no, not even that. It just very.
Are you listening, Ryan?
I'm trying to think of what's a good way of describing this. Something that is unauthentic.
Right.
Okay.
But I would want wherever I live to be somewhere that could change depending on it. So like my place is usually pretty cozy, but when I throw a party, like I can have those hue lights going and stuff,
Yep.
and it doesn't feel out of place.
So
I would want that for anything. Like I would want it so that I could have different themes and different, like not over the top themes, but like
Yeah.
I could have something a little bit more rustic for part of this big place.
Right.
But I would want something super modern in other parts, but I don't want some like I would want too many different things. And I'm
Yeah.
wondering like I would have too much trouble deciding.
Yeah. Oh my God. You would need so many places to make this all.
Yeah,
Maybe
because sometimes I want to relax in somewhere that's like fucking blank like
middle of nowhere.
yeah, middle of nowhere rustic.
Yeah.
Or somewhere that's very concrete and cool and flat.
Oh my God. You need
Like a castle in Transylvania.
good God.
That's what I'm saying. Like committing to one of these things too heavily, I feel like I couldn't have any of those. I'd have to be very middle ground on all of
So
these things.
I just want to make sure I get this straight. So you're saying like you wouldn't have two plants in a room that wouldn't coexist normally.
Well, for me, it's like I don't want to have something that's a palm tree and something that's
Yeah.
like
Cactus.
No, I got
Probably
that.
good.
That wasn't my point. Let me finish. Ryan though will take all the exotic animals in the world and put them in one place.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Regardless of whether or not they be together. So I just want to make sure I got this straight. You want to replicate reality, and Ryan wants
for me,
a wonder world.
But
where
I think we're coming from two different perspectives of like Ryan. For me, it's I want to. If I'm going for a theme, I don't want something in the theme that's going to stand out as this does not make sense here.
yeah.
I don't want it to be. I have a fucking like. I'm looking at the table, jungle theme going on in somewhere, and there's a black light poster on the wall of like
Yeah.
some neon shit, right?
Yeah.
Though that would kind of look cool, actually.
No,
That is cool. A neon jungle.
Neon and jungle, yeah, that's kind of cool. But with Ryan, what he's doing is Ryan's more of
I give me what I want.
I like
Regardless of the
Ryan's. I
repercussions.
picture
those
as
animals
Ryan's throwing the fucking world fair. He's
Yeah.
bringing everyone from across the world together,
That's
bringing
beautiful.
them together. Right?
So Ryan put the friggin' lions and the seals and the penguins all in one pen and hopes
what
that
would
they're fine.
I would end up like Snurs on Green Eggs and Ham.
I like.
A bunch of animals on
I
the
think
wall.
what Ryan thinks he's doing would be beautiful in his own twisted way.
Yeah.
It
So when all
would.
the
I'd put
animals
my
are
studio
killing
right
each
in the
other.
middle of this big old pasture too.
I like to picture you. Yeah, it's raised off the ground, like Kanye's concert where he floated
Yes.
above
Yeah.
everyone.
Yes.
You're like in something like that, but it's glass walls. Your studio is right in the center,
Oh my God.
and beneath you is a fucking jungle of animals in there. Everywhere you have giraffes walking by. It's so scary.
Oh my god, the
be
giraffes
beautiful.
are perfect height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, oh, and it's held up because in the center there's this pillar, and that's the elevator. That's how
Wait.
you get in and out of this room.
Because I don't want to go through the pasture. These exotic animals.
No,
they're gonna
never.
get
Scary.
So
They're
when
gonna
you
go
say
underground.
when you
and
say
they're looking up at him like, God, this dude, like, it's like he's dangling food
trying to
above them.
fucking-
Yeah.
They ate him, and they want to eat him.
do you remember the joke DJ Ryan?
DJ Ryan, I don't.
Do you remember?
turn the
It was-
volume up.
It was Ryan.
where you'd go
Ryan would drive a car onto a stage of a concert, park the car, leave it running, and all he is doing as a DJ is turning the volume up and down, whatever he's playing on the aux. And that's what his studio, quote unquote, is. It's just a parked car on top of a pedestal that he's cranking the music on. It's just some like trap music, EDM, or something like that, and all the animals are just staring at him like confused.
I think
Oh,
Ryan
God.
is just like one piece of broken glass away from becoming like a nightmare. And I'm trying to figure out which animal is
Any like
come up
earthquake or hurricane, the whole thing's coming down.
Please don't be in
come
the.
flying down to the ground.
With a giant car. I'm in a car. I'm in a car crash in this pasture.
I'm even thinking like, even if you're still in there, like before something goes wrong, you're definitely gonna have monkeys and apes trying to figure out how to get to that glass and like slamming on the side of it because they hate you so much.
Yeah, oh yeah, because he's blasting this music through some massive speakers down to them.
Well, when Ryan said studio, I didn't think he just meant music.
Oh, I
the
did.
creative space.
Yeah, Ryan in
Everything.
creative space. I picture Ryan also wants to draw stuff and like
That's it.
edit and like
Yeah, he can
whatever
draw
he
on
wants.
his car.
Tech
He'll be
room,
fine.
tech room.
Just a parked car. That's it. It's a parked, like, what was it? Hyundai Elantra or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I'm picturing this like
No,
it's,
Hyundai
I'm
Civic.
picturing pretty much a
Honda
floating.
Civic.
Oh, a Civ.
No,
Oh.
the car you used to be DJ Ryan and was your
Yeah,
parents, which was.
but I'll take my
Hyundai
2000
Elantra.
Civ.
Well, I'm just
You were never
picturing like
DJ
a
Ryan.
small
Dirty
looking Apple store like thing floating in this
Yeah, that's-
jungle
Yeah.
stadium.
A lot of animals killing each other because they're not meant to be together.
Coliseum with animals.
That's
I'm
it.
kind of picturing it has to probably be a dome thing over top.
it's the Hunger
right?
Games.
to let lights through.
the
Yeah,
Hunger
it
Games.
kind of looks like the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I picture it's not as big as that though, because you probably want to
You
see
start
everything.
the Hunger Games. No, I want it that big because I want to be able to walk around and see different things.
Wait,
Ryan does the Hunger Games.
you're actually coming out of this
That's
to go.
Ryan's
Well,
bougie as
maybe there would be
vibes.
tunnels that I could go through. And
Now
come
this
up
is
in
becoming a
different
little bit more
parts.
like Willy Wonka's like a glass elevator.
So I just want to get this straight. So you're doing the Hunger Games with animals. So does it mean you just got 2 of every animal and just are
That's
gonna?
Noah.
Yeah, I know, but like you're expecting somehow that like the lion isn't going to win or something. Like a penguin might prevail.
No, I don't want them to
I
fight
don't-
each other.
Yeah, this isn't Hunger Games for them to kill each other.
No, it's
They're
Hunger
in the
Games.
same
It's
area.
only
he's talking
Hunger
about
Games.
the
hungry.
dome idea of it.
Well, maybe
Right.
we'll section them off somehow. I don't
Okay, so they aren't all together.
I'll section off the edible ones from the non-edible ones.
Edible.
edible ones
Edible. Prey and
Prey.
predator.
I'll separate prey and predator.
from the non-edible animals. Name me some edible animals? Like a snake, is that an edible one?
Yeah, or like a penguin or
Edible.
Can't eat a
a
penguin?
deer. Very edible.
I think
Okay.
okay. I was wondering which.
So wait,
Yeah, which
do you just mean you'll put herbivores all together and then anything that's an omnivore
I'll put anything
or
that's going to
carnivore
eat anything
separated?
away from each other.
Right.
Wait, but then I'll also
What are they
feed
eating?
them.
Yeah, how do you
Yeah,
feed
what are they
them?
eating?
I don't know the logistics.
Disney World
Someone
figure.
else is going to deal with the logistics.
Right,
You know
you're
what?
rich. You don't have to
I'll
deal with
give
I don't
Ryan
care.
the benefit of the doubt here, just because Disney World has a thing of like,
Exactly.
oh, you watched Imagineering,
Yeah, I did.
yeah,
That's
so you know
really
what I'm
good.
talking about. Of like, they designed it so you never see what like.
Yeah.
It looks like the animals can always come up to you, even though it's very specifically designed so they can't get to each other and kill each other and shit like that. And
Yeah.
hurt people.
No, it's very smart. Yeah, very well laid out.
So I'm picturing this is pretty much you want to live in Animal Kingdom.
I'll buy Animal Kingdom
Oh my.
You want to live in Animal Kingdom in your floating studio.
with an Imagineering studio.
Oh,
the
that's
middle of it.
perfect.
Floating studio where he can never accidentally get a little bit too close to them because he doesn't want to
Yeah.
be that close to these animals.
I don't know.
He wants to be in their presence. He wants
Yeah.
them to look up to him.
Like a little safari, but all the time.
Oh,
Oh, are you just recreating like the Lion King? Because you're above them, like on that rock, looking down at them,
Private
and they don't
rock.
come up to
Every
you.
morning, my alarm clock brings my bed up to the top of the mountain.
I'm just picturing, this thing floating. I'm not even picturing a mountain. I'm picturing like stadium as in like it's lowest in the center,
yep.
but you rise from the center. So everyone
Right.
in this animal kingdom
Beautiful.
has a view of you, and you have a view
Yeah.
of them.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's what I'm picturing the Kanye thing of like everyone can see him and he can see everyone.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
I like it.
Yeah. I think it's like it will be very cool visually for like a few photos and a video, and then people will be questioning it. And
Definitely.
about a week later, the news article comes out that
there'll be
glass
protesters.
broke and this boy's dead.
Protesters all the time outside of this place.
Protesters, yeah, 100%.
I will be infamous.
I think how many types of protesters are you gonna get? Is it just gonna be animal related? I feel like you're gonna piss off a lot of people, and we don't even know how yet.
Yeah.
Maybe a bunch of architects sitting outside.
This is wrong.
Imagineering, whoever's running Disney,
Disney's trying to sue me.
because he did name it Animal Kingdom. He's trying to sell tickets.
He wrote Animal Kingdom TM
I like
on
that
it.
he's selling tickets, but not into his studio, into the
Outside?
pit below.
So I can watch them too.
That's wrong.
It was the most high-pitched laugh I ever had. That was so loud. But I was picturing Ryan up there waving down to them like he's the fucking president of Walt Disney. And all these people enter. It's like, this is fucking weird. And then the animals are coming out. And the last thing they see is this boy completely unaware waving from his glass office.
They're gonna be so excited when they see the animals running at them.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to see their
I'm
reaction.
behind glass.
Yeah, you're so
Like the
unaware
Pope.
of anything.
I'm like the Pope surrounded by glass.
Exactly.
Love it.
That last one almost related to a topic from the next episode.
Oh yeah. You're
Yeah, I don't know if I should transition to that or if we should go into the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
I think it's
But
Hall of
Fame?
Fame time,
first-
baby.
Can I go pee?
Sure. And also, let's check the.
You're not gonna believe this because if it is what I think it is,
It actually fully grew. Is it a cheetah?
it's a cheetah.
Who guessed cheetah?
It's a cheetah. Did you guess cheetah?
No, I didn't.
I
Did
didn't
Guess
Cameron?
cheetah, no.
I
didn't
thought
guess
Cameron
cheetah.
did.
I thought someone said cheetah.
Fucking guess cheetah.
Which wait, is that number 4?
That's crazy because it's number 4.
Oh my
on the
god.
list on the back. And this is the 4th one we've done. It's gone in order, and I've chosen from the top, but they're all like kind of different. I've chosen
Okay,
from.
can I see the back of that thing?
Insane.
Well, now you know. Just set that up for next time.
Yeah, because I'm doing the same one again next time. Then I'm doing rhino next time.
You said cheetah. No, you said.
And it's
Rhino.
good to
I skipped cheetah because Taylor stole one.
That's
good to know
the
too.
rule.
Taylor got
That's the
super
rule.
hot water, and this grew within like 3 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
there
it
you
was
go.
grown like pretty immediately. I saw it over there.
That's magical.
It's magical.
And that's what's called magic grow capsules.
Welcome to Animal Kingdom.
Welcome to Animal
Yeah,
Kingdom.
this is the
I
safari.
guess this is kind of what you've been building on this
This
table.
is what I'm on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
On a very smaller scale.
with sponges and
Man-
go
these
pee.
toys.
Yeah, you
But-
go to the washroom. I'm just kind of picturing right now with the set. I mean, we'll probably cut this out of the episode because
Definitely.
this is just for my own amusement. But I think on this table we should eventually build Ryan's dream.
Yeah, I
Get
know.
a bunch of animals, get a big glass thing up here, and have a little Lego Ryan up there,
Just
floating
looking
above
down.
them.
I love.
And I feel like all these big things floating around it is just, it's the right level of like
the stadium outside. It's like this
stadium outside, like something very creepy and Hunger Games-esque of it, of like,
blocked off from the rest of the world.
yeah, it's very clearly mechanical and not natural.
Love the premise that he sells tickets and he lets people go into the pit with the animal.
He does not see from his glass castle how there's something wrong with this.
It's like, why would I let them in here? They want to see the animals out there.
And because he's never gone down himself, he does not see why there's something wrong with it.
There never would be.
Okay. I'm pitching this guy.
What person? Is he that good?
We'll see.
Oh, love it.
Okay, so we're moving into Hall of Fame, where each week one of us brings some random thing to the table and tries to pitch into Fancy Wolf's Hall of Fame. I'm going this week, and I'm gonna fuck up his name. It's either Largent Brewer or Brewer Largent. His Twitter name is Brewer Largent. His Twitter handle is Brewer Largent. His name on it is Largent Brewer, so I think his name's Largent. And he, at least at some point, listened to this show. I don't know if he's going to hear this, that he's getting pitched in as the person getting put into the Hall of Fame. But he's the first person that tweeted out the show.
Aw.
And he tweeted out, Ryan getting 2 seconds into his rap almost killed me, with a laughing emoji. And in quotations, I got no friends and I got no family. Episode 2 is off to a great start. Hashtag KFBF. So I think that it was very cool to me. And I remember I messaged you guys, it's like, oh shit, someone's actually listening to the show.
You're gonna make me try and find something negative.
I don't think,
About
we
this.
don't have to find something
You
negative.
can't.
You only have to say something negative if you actually have doubts.
That's true. There's a lot of.
I have a little bit of doubt since we don't know their name.
Largent Brewer. It's
I was-
more,
yeah,
I don't want
but
to fuck
it
up.
might
I
be
was
the
gonna
other
say
way.
this is kind of like Justice the Cat, where nobody really knows.
Well, we're pitching in this person, so if you want to get like specific with it, at Brewer Largent on Twitter.
All right.
I was also very excited.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
very cool.
I
It was
had a fan.
It
I
was very
specifically,
cool seeing
over
someone
YouTube, had a
refer to
fan.
Ryan as Ryan.
Exactly.
Like, I understand when someone like refers to me, it's like, oh, they know me from on Twitter or like kind of funny stuff.
Yeah.
But someone who actually Ryan's online presence is not even his actual Twitter account.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So someone saying Ryan's name specifically and
Yeah.
referring to him as Ryan was cool as hell to me.
Yes.
And I was very much
Like,
appreciated.
I don't have many friends, so like having even one more
up.
person.
Yeah. So that's all my pitches because I don't think there's much else to say. I thought it was a very cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But there's
Enthusiastic.
nothing really negative to be said.
no, and that's why I should go in the Hall of
It's
Fame.
only
I
positive.
guess.
Yeah. It's it's just cool shit that we want in there. And I think Brewer Largent. I think his name's Largent Brewer, but at Brewer Largent on Twitter.
All right, Largent,
Largent.
hit us with those follows. Hit us with those DMs.
Hey, Largent, make a bunch of bot accounts.
Which-
Follow us.
I meant follow us. I didn't mean get a bunch of bot accounts.
Which means obviously I vote him in. You guys vote him in.
FaceTime me sometime.
Of course, of course, I'll vote Largent.
vote-
I'm a bit biased, but of course I'll vote
He
Largent.
didn't mention Taylor, but he did
Yeah.
mention Ryan.
Like, come on. I had a beat and everything when Ryan was rapping. Like, the rap wouldn't exist without
Oh, that's
the beat.
true.
That's
Do you vote him in or not?
So I have to vote no, but like, not.
Wow.
oh my god.
So you're not getting followed by him.
Well, like maybe if you hit me with it's a tentative yes then on the follow.
So it is a yes.
Tentatively yes. I'll revert to a
Wow.
no if I don't get a follow.
Okay, so if it will always be a yes until it's an actual yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what?
Yes, then.
Well, because I never specified a time when he has to follow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Within
So
a year,
tentatively
we'll say.
yes.
Year.
You get a year.
Big window.
So there's a good chance. And see, the thing is, maybe he doesn't listen anymore. This was episode 2. He might not listen past there, but
Maybe.
on Twitter in general, he's very positive. He's very supportive of me. So yeah.
Okay.
And Shawnna, you vote him in?
Oh, he's in.
Oh, he's in. Okay, cool. So that means
Oh, I assumed he'd get in because Shawnna would vote him yes. Like I
Your
knew my vote
tentative
wouldn't make a
yes.
difference. That's why I
Didn't
said
matter.
no.
which means we have to toast.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Where are those
okay.
glasses?
Me, dude.
Sorry.
It's fucking
Where-
champagne
where's
flutes
the
don't come out
prep?
as often as we thought they
No.
would. How many things do we have in there so far? So we have
I have a list.
Emily
I
is
have a
away.
list,
Oh,
Coach.
you have a list. I told you I was gonna get something in.
You did. Yeah. You knew it.
I think I've gotten everything in that I've pitched.
Emily
I
is
think.
away, raccoons, and Justice the cat, and now Largent.
Cool. So I did raccoons and Emily is away and Largent, and the first one that never posted
Yeah,
was
watermelon.
What's the
watermelon.
Yeah,
What's the
remember
Twitter handle?
His Twitter handle is Brewer Largent.
I'm just gonna put that in.
Brewer Largent at Brewer Largent. Gonna toast with some fine water.
Thank you.
What a weird Hall of Fame we have. It's so
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted
so
to be
wacky
a
and
list
wild.
of things that do not
Variety.
match up together, but it's all cool shit we like.
All right, Sergeant. Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Sergeant
Brewer
Lure.
Largent. Largent Brewer.
Largent.
Cheers.
Sergeant.
I'm only taking a sip because I do not like the long pause where it's just all drinking.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Cool.
We'll do ASMR
It's
for
like,
the
let's wait
audio.
about like 5 to 10 seconds or it's just. Okay, I'm gonna mute that.
You're welcome.
I did a nice AMSR.
Sorry.
AMSM.
All right. Well, that means we're at the end of the episode. So yeah, this has been the 8th episode of Fancy Wolf's podcast, Important Business. We post every Thursday. You can find us on YouTube. That's fancywolf.com. You can also find us on podcast services, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Play. You can also contact us with any questions or stuff that you have.
Yeah, Sergeant. Hit us in those DMs with your questions. A Largent.
Largent. Oh, God.
Largent.
Largent Brewer.
You suck.
It's the Navy coming through.
It's the Navy coming through in Taylor.
Oh, you're right.
You can contact us at the email address is importantbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. You can also contact me directly at Cameron Ken on Twitter. You can contact Ryan
At Real Joke Master.
Taylor.
At Taylor A. Robinson.
And Shawnna, do you have anything you want to plug?
I don't have anything to plug, but no, this was a lot of fun.
Okay,
This
cool.
was fun. Thank you.
So until next time, it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
And also with you.
Have you never stayed
Have you
to
never
the
heard
end
that
of
yet?
No, I haven't.
Wow,
Like,
somebody
it was
doesn't
weird
listen.
It's
seeing-
weird,
it was
isn't it?
weird, like hearing you both say it at the same time.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it. It comes from both sides.
yeah. Like,
That's what I was noting, and you was going, and also with
Of course I'm going to
That's
do
what
it.
we should
I
be doing.
don't like it. It's very culty.
That's what I mean. Coming from hearing on both sides is very creepy. That's why what I should be doing is when I edit it is put it in stereo so you guys both can hear which side
Yeah, there we
someone's
go.
ear.
All right, so we out.
that.
We done.
Great.